I'm Nicola Prosen. I am the year coordinator to second year architecture students in Portsmouth School of Architecture. Oh, the Whitelands Project goes back a long, long way in the school's history. But for us today, right here, it's about all of my second years coming together to try and build some structures and also in parallel learn about the ecology of the woodland. And for them to meet brilliant people like Si the timber framer, Tom the sawmill technician, Jules the furniture maker, and of course Fritha and Alice. So it's for them to work with great people in a fantastic setting and working in teams. Let me get a sword. I'm ready. Yeah?
Yeah? Yeah, perfect. Right, thank you.
It's been magical for the students. They really have learned so much, but I think the most powerful one is just them being together. Of course they're learning about hand tools and making and logistics and teamwork, but it's just seeing them socially together. These guys they did their A-levels in lockdown. They did their first year in isolation from one another. They haven't had any group activities, and I hadn't anticipated the power of them just being together. So okay, they're learning to make fantastic structures, but it's so much more than that, I think. I don't know, how can you put words to what they've achieved? It's incredible. It's not about, it is about learning to saw, learning to chisel, but also it's like the logistics, the teamwork, having their materials ready at the right time, negotiating with each other. I think they've come so far in the space of 3 days? It's incredible. So they started off by being given a list of component parts that are based around 5 trees. So we've got 6 groups, 5 trees, and we had a series of cuts of timber that were components, rope, natural materials, organic materials, and they had to come up with a meditation space or a canopy or a toilet, and they've had to use those materials to construct a structure in this woodland setting. And so they've had to choose a site, clear a site, make a base or a kind of foundation of some sort, learn how to put a frame together, and most of them are now working on finishing and cladding. And it is, 3 days? A bit less than 3 days, yeah.
I can't we need to swap because you're taller. If I go down the hill, I look like an idiot. Right, go.
No, but then
No, because now it's even height.
Yeah, but then, yeah. We're making a meditation space, and as you can see here, it's triangular in section, and it sort of channels your view to behind us over there. And then we wanted to leave one of the facades open on this side so you can get the nice view over there. And yeah, cladding around the outside, leaving a roof skylight because that's the only open part of this whole sort of canopy for us. Then have a sort of
cargo net sort of thing here, so for relaxation.
Then planks over there facing this way, again channeling you to sort of enter and move forward into the space. Sort of just a meditation space.
And it's located in the only light spot in this patch of land.
And the sun moves from up there, it works its way down here, so I think if we leave the roof sort of open,
then you'll get lighting throughout the day.
Yeah. If we make it thin as well, because if it's really big, the whole place will be light. But if it's thin, you can have like playful light in different areas. But yeah, that's what it is. A meditation space.
For me, as their year coordinator, it's about giving them magical opportunities, for sure, and then remembering this for the future. For the woodland and for the university, we've had a very long relationship, but that had to stop with the sad passing of Jonathan West. So it's about new friendships. Maybe it's all about new friendships, maybe. And so with Alice and Fritha, and the network of the Whitelands Wood, I think it's about starting up a new relationship where our students can maybe appreciate the seasons of the woodland and the ecology, and we have ambitions that students can come and choose a tree, see it being felled, seeing it being milled, make something, and then a year later come back and see how it's changed. So we've got some future thoughts and plans.
Okay. Hello, I'm Fritha West, and I am the co-director of the Whitelands Project. And this is Diesel. He is a branch manager of the Whitelands Project. So the Whitelands Project is a woodland-based community interest company. Our aim is to engage the local community in native woodland restoration. So we work with local small businesses, from sawmilling and forestry to kids groups and educational groups, and we work with them to take out the western red cedar, which is a non-native conifer that we've got on site, and try and restore the natural broadleaf woodland. We do that through a range of things, like using sustainable materials and using the woodland space and engaging in ecology a little bit more. So we run our sustainable sawmill, which is Whiteland Sawmill, run by Tom Hartley, and that processes a lot of the western red cedar that comes out, as well as using trees that come down within the local area. So a tree surgery, tree surgeon might drop some stuff off here, or like local woods that are having a thinning or clear out, and that wood gets processed into building materials. We also have our Whitelands Kids Clubs, which are run by Elsa and Sean, and they have an amazing time here during summer holidays. We do our quarterly volunteer work parties where everybody can come and get involved in woodland maintenance, learn a little bit about ecology, and then we have the one-off courses every now and then. So willow weaving, architecture students, occasional things like that. So if you want to do something to help your local environment, then you can get out and have a look at how nature can be protected near you. Getting used to things like weeds growing is always fantastic. Looking into small-scale rewilding is always going to be a bonus. If you want to help in more of a global context, considering what you use is really important. So thinking about the chain of supply for any materials that you might use for things like building, tracing it back to its source is one of the most important things you can do. That comes from our diet, that comes from the clothes you wear, that comes from the things that you're building. If you want to look into sustainably sourced timber, particularly for architecture students or anyone who's getting into construction, I really recommend that you try and support your local timber industry.
Are they up there?
Please do. I don't want to carry them in boxes, so please